Here I'm about to make a wood stove made out of a log, and pretty neat. What you'd use these for cooking. You can use cedar tree, hollow cedar trees. Yeah, this is just a small chainsaw. It works good. Bigger chainsaws are nice as well. And also, if you're choosing a bigger log to do this, you just got to remind yourself you're going to be hauling that. So wherever it falls is where you're going to be carrying it from. So instead of cutting a whole tree down to burn the whole tree, this is not going to give you all the heat that a big fire would, but it lasts a lot longer. And yeah, you're saving all that nice dry wood for another day. You just got to make sure you're not blowing through on the other side. So you got to cut your log at least long enough that your blade's not going to go all the way to the other side from underneath. So, and those are the lines I'm making for when you put the pan, that it doesn't choke the fire and get all smoky. The flames are actually going to come on the outside, just like you would on the propane stove. And the way to regulate these is once they start going, you put a little bit of snow on the at the entrance or water, just to cool it down a little bit so it doesn't get too hot for you. And yeah, and when you're done, you can always put it out and let it dry. And then next time you come back, you have a stove ready to go. See, I'm kind of going a couple inches before the tip, and that way there when I bore into about half, and then you won't see this because my arm will block it, but it actually comes loose. So what I did here is I just took the chainsaw and I bored in from the top, the length of the blade all the way up to the muffler. Same thing, turn it sideways, do it again. And the cross I did here is when you put your pan on top, that the flames can still go out on the outside and it still works. So what I do is I take the chainsaw after and I place it like this, and I kind of give myself a couple inches over top. And when you bore in, then you cut this one. See, this one's all loose right there. It's loose there. Might not want to come out because there's probably some sawdust, but no, there you go. So now all these shavings that I got in there will be utilized to start it up. And that's how I make my cook stove for cooking hamburgers and shrimp and whatever else you guys want to put on there. And yeah, it's simple as that. You got to find a rice chico, dry. You got to get something at at least 15-inch diameter or 15. Yeah, and then you just cut it at the height you want. You can cut them a little bit higher. Cut them a little higher. You don't have to bend down as much. But yeah, so I got two here and a couple more spares, and they're off the ground. So I'm going to leave it there. So next time I come in, I'll have some spare stove. All right, good. Look at that. Yes, sir.